Today, digital technologies are a key enabler to drive transformation of most of the business houses. Big tech companies have announced plans to go slow on hiring amid recession concerns in the US and Europe, and slowing growth elsewhere, including India, amid quickening inflation, rising interest rates, and continuing the Russia Ukraine war. Many technology companies that expanded during the pandemic are now pulling back, laying off workers, and retracting job offers as the US economy slows. Hello and welcome to VARINDIA News Hour. A report says 50% of companies expect operational data to grow by 15% or more over next 12 months. At the same time, the layoff news is making tech workers across several industries feel skittish, especially those in e-commerce, real estate and businesses tied closely to the stock market, which saw a boom during COVID recovery in 2021, but massive volatility in today's economy. We can't deny the fact that there could be a 20 to 30% productivity gain achieved through digital collaboration. In line with global trends, growth in job openings at big tech companies like Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, Netflix, Google has steadily slowed, reflecting a larger economic slowdown. While most of the layoff news has come from tech companies, the mortgage industry too has been slashing away as higher interest rates crushed mortgage volume. Secondly, the continuing effects of COVID-19 around the world have dampened the outlook for the rest of the year. Venture capitalists are warning their portfolio companies to prepare for darker times, and some startups are laying people off or closing shops. Mark Zuckerberg, CEO of Meta Platforms, has said the social media company will cut back on fresh hiring. Sundar Pichai, CEO of Alphabet, the parent of Google, said it will go slow on hiring for the rest of the year. Apple and Microsoft are following suit. Netflix has seen multiple rounds of layoffs after it reported a subscriber loss in Q1. With the value of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other popular currencies dropping sharply, startups in the risky cryptocurrency space are at the forefront of layoffs. But the tech downturn is broad. The Nasdaq composite index has lost 30% of its value since January. It shows the biggest drop in the tech-heavy stock index. Many technology startups that saw tremendous growth in 2020, particularly in the real estate, financial and delivery sectors, are beginning to see a slowdown in users, an expert says. There is rising concern on the rising interest rates, and inflation are spurring many of them to cut costs and shore up capital. However, IT service providers have baked these concerns into their existing outlook, and even in case of a recession, digital transformation spending is expected to continue. In the event if there is a recession, there could be some slowdown of transformation work, which will actually give system integrators some relief from the high demand environment, attrition, and wage inflation. Tech has been signaling the investors for months that the boom times are ending. As for the future of tech jobs, every company is a tech company. Experts say that there is a need for programmers and data scientists and product folks to create digital products and services. Let us now look into today's headlines in VARINDIA. MSH partners with Meta to accelerate XR tech startups. In collaboration with Meta, the METI Startup Hub will launch a program to support and accelerate XR technology startups across India as part of the government's efforts for skilling in emerging and future technologies. The METI Startup Hub is a national platform focused on promoting technology innovation, startups, and the creation of intellectual properties. Currently, it has around 3,000 plus tech startups, and it is envisioning to ramp it up to more than 10,000 startups in the next 3 to 5 years. SEBI approves Navi Technologies Rs 3,350 crore IPO. The Securities and Exchange Board of India has approved Sachin Bansal's fintech startup Navi Technologies for an initial public offering. In March this year, Navi Technologies submitted draft papers to SEBI in order to raise up to Rs 3,350 crore through a fresh issue of shares. The IPO will not have an offer for sale by shareholders. According to the DRHP, the fintech company plans to invest the proceeds of the IPO in Navi FinServe and Navi General Insurance companies in addition to general expansion goals. ED releases frozen bank accounts of WazirX in money laundering case. WazirX has said that the Enforcement Directorate has released the bank accounts it froze under its money laundering investigation. It also said most of the users whose information was sought by the ED were already identified as suspicious by WazirX internally and were already blocked. The investigative agency had frozen Rs 64.67 crore worth accounts of WazirX last month for allegedly assisting money laundering in connection to the probe against Chinese money lending applications which had allegedly used crypto exchanges such as WazirX to launder proceeds of their fraud. Instagram to soon let users repost their friends' posts and reels. Instagram users will soon get the option to repost other people's posts and reels. The feature is set to work the same way as one reposts other people's story right now. The repost feature will be available next to the tag option on an Instagram user's profile section. The platform has reportedly confirmed that it has started testing this feature with a small group of users, which should soon be available to all users. DoT gives LOI to Jio for satellite communication services. Reliance Jio Infocom's satellite unit has received a letter of intent from the Telecom Department for satellite communication services. The company can now set up and operate the GMPCS services in the licensed service areas. The offerings under GMPCS include voice and data services via satellite. These mobile satellite networks can operate with low Earth orbit, medium Earth orbit, and geosynchronous satellites. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to VARINDIA News Magazine. You can download the VARINDIA app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.